Hi, students. This is Donna, the tutor, calling today to talk to you about paragraph and essay maps. Now, this is a guide to help you when you're composing your essay, when you're drafting your essay. Now, your first paragraph will be your main idea. This should be main idea here. And then your first sentence should show your main idea, which is your most important point that you want to make. In your college level writing, your main idea will become a thesis statement, which is a persuasive argument that you want to make in order to convince your readers about your idea, your point you want to make. So in an essay, we have a little bit more room or space than in a paragraph. So your second sentence might be your main idea, but it could also be a little further down in your first paragraph. Your first sentence may be a lead sentence, could be also called a hook, because the purpose of that sentence is to interest the reader. Your main idea sentence could be your first or second sentence, or your last sentence. Those are the three most likely places that you'll have it. But you could have it anywhere in your first paragraph. Also, in your first paragraph, you will have a few sentences that will briefly explain or support your main idea. And your last two sentences of your first paragraph will briefly explain your conclusion. So you want to be explicit in an essay. In other words, you want to state directly and what your point is and how you want to persuade your reader. The other main idea to keep in mind is that you want to connect your ideas, your support, and your conclusion to your main idea. So you want to be continually returning to this main idea. So in your first paragraph, if we think about this by asking ourselves they're so-called reporter questions, the who, what, when, or where type questions. That first paragraph can explain the who or the what. So in this paragraph, for instance, our first sentence would be our main idea. Our second sentence might explain what the main idea is, some kind of key detail. The next few sentences could explain, or rather support, briefly support that main idea. And then the last few sentences would explain our conclusion. So remember those supporting details. We might have two, possibly three supporting details, and they will become the basis of our next few paragraphs. So the second, third, and fourth paragraphs, assuming you have a standard 5-paragraph essay, will develop those supporting details. So this is where we might ask how or when uh, something happens or something along that lines. Okay. Each of these paragraphs will pick up one of your supporting details. And then you will have a topic sentence, which should be connected to your main idea, but your topic sentence should be the first sentence of this second paragraph. Each of these supporting paragraphs will have a topic sentence, and that topic sentence is most likely going to be that first sentence. So the next few sentences in each of these paragraphs will, in greater detail, support that particular detail or that explanation, evidence, etc. And then the last few sentences will conclude that portion of the supporting detail. The last paragraph will be your conclusion. This is where you'll want to sum up your main idea, while you'll want to explain why your point, your main idea is so important. Uh, One thing that you want to do is um, don't include new ideas in your conclusion. You want to continually connecting your your purpose, your point rather, to your main idea. Some of the ways that you can explain why might be that you can show what you've learned through your experience or your ideas. You can show some kind of solution or uh, to a problem, or you can show the possible consequences of the events or the causes that you're talking about. If you're writing some kind of essay for business class or eventually for your supervisor at a job, you might be asked to develop a solution to some type of problem. So this conclusion that you'll write will offer that solution because you want to be considered for that raise or that promotion when it becomes available. You might also continually explain why your main idea is so important. You want to interest your reader. You want your reader to care about what you care about. Whatever your point is, you want your reader to care. So you want to continually return to why. Why is this so important? Whenever I draft an essay, one of the things I keep asking myself is why. Okay. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you.